Virukodara to speak thus. Valor is the hallmark of the Kshatriya, nor is there much sense in the tracing greater heroes and mighty rivers of their sources. I could give you hundreds of instances of great men of humble birth, and I knew awkward questions might be asked of your own origin. Look at this warrior. His good like form and bearing, his armor and earrings, and his skill with the weapons. Surely there is some mystery about him. For how could a tiger be born of an antelope, unworthy of being king of Anga? Doesn't thou say, I verily hold him worthy to rule the whole world? Okay, what did you understand with this? Now it is the communication between Duryodhana and Virukadara. Who is Virukodara? Bhima. Okay, the other name of Bhima is this. Virukodara. Repeat after me. Virikodara. Okay, Bhima's other name. Now this is the communication, but it is unfair that Kshatriya is tracing greater heroes, becoming rivers of their source. Instead of becoming the hero, he is a great person. His origin is great. He should be a warrior. He should not be antelope. He should born as a tiger, he says. Okay, because Kshatriyas are born as warriors, isn't it? He says he should be tiger, not antelope. Antelope is nothing but deer. Okay, he should not be like that. He is unworthy of being king of Anga. Doesn't thou say? What do you say? He is not worthy to become a king of Anga. I verified hold him worthy to rule the whole world. He should not. He is not worthy of ruling only Anga. Rather, he should rule whole world. He will say. In generously wrath, Duryodhana took Karna in his chariot and drove away. Okay, wrath, anger. Duryodhana took Karna in his chariot and drove away. With anger, he will go, both of them, Karna and Duryodhana, they will go away. The sun set, the crowd dispersed into a tumult. There were groups loud in talk under the light of the lamps. Some glorifying Arjuna, others Karna, and others again Duryodhana according to their prediction. Okay, some of them, there were groups of loud talk. What were the loud talk? Light of the lamps. All the people, they started talking glory of Arjuna and other Karna. They were started talking about against difference between the Arjuna and Karna. Again, Duryodhana according to their predilection. Okay, Indra foresaw that a supreme contest was inevitable between his son Arjuna and Karna, and he put on the garb of a Brahman and came to Karna, who was reputed for his charity, and begged of him his earrings and armor. Indra foresaw, he saw that a supreme contest was inevitable between Arjuna and Karna. Both of them, Indra is seeing that it is inevitable. That means it cannot be avoidable. There is a war between Arjuna and Karna, and he put on garb of Brahman and Karna, okay, who was reputed for his charity, and begged of him his earnings and armors. During the one of the beggar, he asked arms and earrings. The sun god had already warned Karna in his dream that Indra would try to deceive him in this manner. Still, Karna could not bring himself to refuse any gift that was asked to him. This was one of the precaution is given by the sun god to Karna, that you will be tested by Indra like this, for like as if somebody is asking you alms. At that time you should be able to. So what he do is, he will give his earrings and armor to the Brahman who has asked him to give alms. Indra, the king of gods, was filled with the surprise and joy. After accepting the gift, he praised Karna as having done what no one else would do, and shamed into generosity. Bade Karna asked for any boon he wanted. Okay, Indra got, by seeing that alms given by the Karna, was very much impressed. By impressing, he will give one boon to him. What is the boon? He will ask, he will feel, first of all he feels ashamed about him, and he asked him boon he wanted. Okay, because of that reason, he will, by impressing so much about the Karna's act, he will give a boon to him. Karna replied, I desire to get your weapon, the Sakti which has the power to kill enemies. Indra granted the boon, but with a fateful proviso. He said, you can use this weapon against but one enemy. Okay, then he will ask one weapon which helps him to kill the enemies. He asked that weapon. You can kill anybody with this against, but one enemy you cannot kill. He will tell to Karna. Turn your page number 134, and it will kill him, whosoever he may be. But this killing done, this weapon will no longer be available to you, but will return to me. With these words, Indra disappeared. Okay, but you can kill everybody, but only one person you cannot kill. These words he will utter, and he will disappear from the place. Karna went to Parasurama and became his disciple by presenting to him that he was a Brahmana. He learnt from Parasurama the mantra for using the master weapon known as Brahmastra. Who is Parasurama? He is the 6th avatar of Vishnu in Hinduism, and he is one of the important character of Mahabharata. Okay, he went to Parasurama and he learnt all the mantras whichever he has to learn. Okay, and how to operate weapon, everything he learns. One day Parasurama was reclining with the head of the Karna's lap when a stinging worm burrowed into Karna's thigh. Blood began to flow and the pain was terrible, but the Karna bore it without tremor, lest he should disturb the master's sleep. Parasurama awoke and saw the blood which had poured from the wound. He said, Dear pupil, you are not a Brahmana, and a Kshatriya alone can remain unmoved under all bodily torments. Tell me the truth. One day what happens like this. He was a this Rishi name is called as Parasurama. Okay, he was the Karna. When he was sleeping like this, he had a wound in his leg. When he was sleeping on his lap, at that time the wound will become critical condition. The blood start flowing out of that wound. Then after Karna do not wanted to disturb the sleep of his teacher or guru. He wanted to continue the same situation without disturbing the guru. After once completes his sleep, he wakes up and he noticed that blood is flowing. Then he will ask a question to the Karna that this is not the Brahman who can tolerate the pain so strictly for a long time. When he says this, when he sees this situation, Rishi Purushorama will come to know that he is not the Brahmana, but he was a Kshatriya. Okay, then he will ask, dear pupil, you are not a Brahman. You tell me you are not a Brahman. You are a what? You are a Kshatriya. Tell me the truth. He will stand and he'll start asking the question to the Karna. Now let us see next session what will happen. Up to here, second session I am completing. Third session I will complete next session. Okay. Today's reading homework is read from page number 131 to 135. Sorry, up to 134, up to here. Okay, this is reading homework. Writing homework is you need to write one important situation of each character of this Mahabharata, like importance of Pandavas, Kauravas, Duryodhana, okay, Karna. There are many characters in Mahabharata. Okay, how many characters we read in this lesson till now, till today in this lesson? You have to write about their characters, important event. Okay, I hope all of you do this. With this, I will end my session. Bye guys.